Hey folks, welcome to Jia and Dee. I'm Jia, Dee's at work. I'm actually going to do a video on a topic that has nothing to do with my channel, but because I felt so strongly about it, I thought I should do it. Right. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Dina Tokio is a massive Muslim influencer. She's a YouTuber, Instagrammer, she has her own successful websites, a book out. So you know, she has a lot of influence on our community. So I was watching Dina Tokio's podcast yesterday and I was like, you know what, I need to make a video to hopefully send it to her so that she sees, because what I've been through is kind of similar to what she's been through. Let me take you back to when I was little. I think I was going to primary school and for some reason I decided to wear the hijab. So I did. I wore it for about, it was my own decision. Nobody told me. My dad didn't tell me. There was nobody else that persuaded me or forced me into it. It was my own decision. I wore it for a number of years. Through those years, I was bullied for wearing the scarf. I still kept it on. I was taunted. I was, you know, kind of treated differently, but I still kept it on. And then a couple of years ago, for some reason, I started neglecting myself. I was not looking after myself, and the hijab kind of covered my self-neglect in a way. And so for many months, I was thinking of taking it off, but then I was literally fighting with myself. You know, when you fight with yourself, it's a very hard battle and it affects your mental health. I was like, oh my god, what is everyone gonna think? What is my dad gonna think? What is my mum gonna think? How are people gonna treat me? How are my friends and family gonna treat me? Do I really want to take it off? I was contemplating taking it off for about 6 months. It was a very long decision. It was not a rash decision at all. In the end, it got too much and I decided to take it off. And it wasn't because I was getting away from Islam or I was less of a Muslim or less of a person. It's just what I needed to do for myself. And the response from my family was not great. The first time my dad saw me without my hijab was I was crossing the road and he was on a bus and he was going from there to there and he was just like looking at the bus like, is that Jia? Like, is that actually her? Has she actually done it? So it took him, I think, maybe a week to come around, and then it took my mom and my sisters a little bit longer to come around, and my friends and family were kind of questioning me, why did you take it off and what made you do it, and you know, it's not good and this and that. And I was pretty much trying to defend myself, saying, you know, what I needed to say, like the truth of why I took it off. But anyway, back to Dina. If you're watching this, I'm firstly really sorry for the way some people in the hijabi community have responded to you taking it off. They have absolutely no right telling you what you should be doing and should not be doing. I mean, it just, in the hijabi and Muslim community, not everyone, but there are some people that would take something and blow it way out of proportion, and they would voice their opinions on which they have no concern. They would like tell you what to do, they will tell you what not to do, they'll tell you how to be a perfect person, but they themselves are not perfect people. So I don't get how that works. And this happens all the time in the Muslim community. There's always somebody or a group of people that like to put other people down, or they like to tell them what to do. And because they're on the internet, they think they can tell, you know, people what to do, when to do it, and you know, well, unfortunately that's not how it works. I just want to read a couple of things from the Quran regarding the hijab, for those of you who don't know what the hijab is. So in the Quran it says, and tell the believing women to lower their gaze. So for example, you know, to look on the floor instead of looking at the things, to prevent you from looking at forbidden things. And it carries on to say, and protect their private parts, like from, you know, fornication and adultery and all of that, and not to show off their adornment except only that which is apparent. And then interpretation of that is like, for example, eyes, outer palms of the hands, dress, veil, gloves. That's the interpretation. And to draw their veils over their juyubin, which means bodies, faces, necks and bosoms. And not to reveal their adornment except to their husbands or their fathers or their husbands' fathers or their sons or their husbands' sons or their brothers or their brothers' sons or their sisters' sons or their Muslim women or the female slaves who their right hand possesses, or old male servants who lack vigor, or small children who have not started puberty. And let them not stamp their feet as to reveal what they hide of their adornment. I think this means talking about heels, but I'm not sure. I don't want to give an interpretation of which I have no understanding. and all of you beg Allah to forgive you all believers, that you may be successful. There is a verse in the Quran regarding the hijab. Some people will interpret that to mean that you must wear the hijab, where it says, you know, protect the private parts and not show off their adornment except only which is apparent. That is the verse. And then when you go into that, some people will take from it to cover the head. Some people will take from it to cover modestly. That is what it says. Now, the point I'm trying to make is the people out there that are trying to put Dina down, trying to say negative things to her about her, you know, trying to say that she's made a bad decision, she's no longer a role model, she's no longer Muslim or whatever. Like, how dare you guys? Like, why do you think you feel like you have the power, or like, how do you think you have, who's given you the right to tell her this? Or what has made you feel like you can tell her that she's not done this? And why do you think she's done it in a rash decision? She's mentioned that she's been thinking about it for a long time. It's not a quick instance, that's it, I'm just gonna get rid of it tomorrow and that's it, done. It's taken a while. Just like for me, it took a while. It's a personal decision. Why do you guys feel like you have to put her down for it? She's being true to herself. Why can you guys, when I say you guys that are putting her down and being negative towards this, why can you guys not see that she is being true to herself? I mean, I can understand the concern of some Muslims. They're like, oh, you know, she's taken off, it's not a good thing, she's going away from Islam or whatever. You don't know that. And hijab, it only covers you. For some people, it brings you closer to Allah. For some people, it's just an outer garment. Surely your ibadah and your sacrifice and your worship and, you know, your deeds are more important in the eyes of Allah than covering your head. That's what I need to say to you guys. And Dina, if you're watching, I know what you're feeling like. And when I look into your eyes in your podcast, you look really sad and you look like it's affected you a lot. And that's really sad. That I feel for you. I feel your pain. And I just want you to know that it's going to be okay after a while. People will get used to it. But most importantly, you need to be okay and happy in your decision. You need to understand that what you did was right for you. You're living for you. You're not living for nobody else. People in the Muslim community will talk no matter what you do. Whether you do the right thing or the wrong thing, or something you want or something you don't want, they will always have a reason to attack you and vilify you. And unfortunately, that's what it's like in the Muslim community. I don't know why it's like that. It shouldn't be like that. We're a community of peace, but it doesn't look like it. And no wonder so many people hate Muslims. It's because of stuff like this. They blow things out of proportion. You know, they don't do the things they're supposed to. They attack somebody when they don't do something they agree with, and this is where we end up with. So yeah, that's my opinions. Dina, I hope you're okay. Just know that it's going to be fine. Ignore what people have to say. You do you. And for the others out there that are thinking of taking hijab off, I'm not going to tell you to take it off. I'm not going to tell you to not take it off. This is your decision. You do your own research. You figure out what you want to do and, you know, what makes you happy. At the end of the day, it's your heart and your head and the stuff that you do and the deeds and your, you know, your prayer that should matter more than what you wear outside. I mean, what if you wear hijab on the outside and then you go out and you do, you know, all the bad stuff that Islam forbids? Is that okay? Is that what you guys are saying okay? But yeah, that was a little rant. I don't normally make response videos, but that just really got to me and I had to speak out. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys for watching. I will link her original video below. If you are going to watch it and you don't have anything positive to say, I would say remain quiet and don't say anything at all. If you want to leave constructive criticism, you are more than welcome to, but I don't want to see anything racist or negative in my videos or in her videos. I don't want you guys to leave any negative comments. Anyway, but at the end of the day, as Muslim, we should strive to be better Muslims than yesterday. Better people, better women, men, better sisters, brothers, wives, daughters than we were yesterday. We shouldn't be attacking other people for removing their hijab. Like, come on guys, seriously. Okay, I think I've spoken enough. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, Dina, if you need me, I'm here. Take care. Bye.